All right, Scorp. I laugh because I can see this happening for some of you. So, from Way Vampire, you pulled Primal, connecting deep within, sacred dance, and instinct. But from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled Gossip. So, let's think about this for a minute here. First of all, Primal, right? Primal is my going out and having a good time card. This is the nightlife, though, because it's talking about tapping into the untamed part of your soul and expressing it through dance. That is the definition of the card, right? So you're going out, you're having a good time, you're attracting attention. And some of that attention is going to come from people that had no idea that you had this part inside you, okay? But they may not be too happy about the attention that you're receiving here, because I look at gossip, and first of all, it talks about losing valued relationships because of an inability to appreciate the uniqueness of others, okay? But you are the one that is tapping into your primal parts. So that to me says that the people around you are not appreciating you at your deepest core. But the thing is we're talking about Scorpio here. I'm pretty sure that these people are going to be shocked to see this side of you. Like, I could just hear them saying, I would have never thought that they were going to do that, But something is happening here. Something good is happening that's making you want to go out and have fun and express yourself, get that attraction. All right, Scorp, here we go. Here's your overall for the week. Oh my God. The moon. Why? Oh boy. But I go back to Primal and I think about, the moon being the subconscious realm, right? And you tapping into something in the subconscious that, is like opening you up. Now, with the moon, again, illusion, deceit, there's not a whole lot of clarity there. There is, the potential to get clarity on a situation, but confusion, right? Looking at things in a distorted way. But, we'll see here. Now, in the past, the King of Pentacles, he keeps making an appearance, I swear to God. Now, just looking at it, if you're talking about a person from the past coming through, or somebody that you've been dealing with, right? There may be a lot of what the hell? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand with the moon being there. Depending on what has happened with this person in the past, right? And it could be that they have put you in a place of confusion before. Because I do see this as an outside person. I don't think that you would have any kind of confusion when it comes to creating success, right? Because if that is the case, you already have the King of Pentacles, which means that you've had that in the past and you're still pulling on it now. So it makes me think that this is another person here. Now, like I said before, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I love the King of Pentacles. I do think that there is a beautiful part of him that is willing to help out others. But the problem is with the moon being there, you could be dealing with somebody who's looking to, see what they can get by being involved with you. That unfortunately is one of the things that tends to show up with him. It's funny because, I look at him and I think, I like him, I do. Right? But I remember a time when I couldn't stand the King of Swords. Every time he showed up, it was always some bullshit with him. And now he's turning out to be more positive. It's like the buck has been passed to the King of Pentacles for me on this. But we'll see. We will see. Oh boy. In the present, death. For you, it's over. It was over with a long time ago. What the hell? With the moon being there. Where is this coming from? Oh, good Lord. Right, but, in one of the things that I love when death shows up for Scorpio, like, I understand it. Like, I get it. Death, sex, and rebirth. I don't think that you're going through a death cycle. I think that that's already happened. And I think that you're set with, the changes, right? Being that phoenix. But with the moon, why? Why is this coming back through? I don't get it. Where are you coming from? What is it that you want? Those are like the questions that are going through my mind looking at it. Okay, so future conditions, the Nine of Pentacles. I look at this and I think, for a lot of you, you may be fine on your own. You may not need to have this person come through. I think that you're okay with death being there. But the problem is that there's the potential for the rebirth on this situation. But I still look at the Nine of Pentacles and think that, if they're not being forthright with what their intentions are, with the moon being there, then why should you be involved, right? It's like needing to remain independent from this situation because you're fine on your own. You have everything you need. Why get involved? Like, I feel like you're fine, but you're not. Because it's tapping into a part of your subconscious mind that I think you wanted to bury, honestly. Oh my God, your best path to follow the King of Wands. No. Like, the advice that I'm getting there is like, no, that's bad. I can't, right? Think about it, right? The King of Wands. He's adventurous. He's following his own path. He's charting his own course. He's seeking those new horizons, right? But there's that wisdom there. So there's a part of me that wants to say, go ahead, right? You need to experience things. You need to have passion in your life. You need to experience those desires, right? But if you're looking at things in a distorted way, it could be here that you need to tap into some wisdom here when it comes to where your passion is leading you, right? And again, I desire, well, what is it that you're desiring? But I still feel like there's a part of you that's like, okay with the fact that, the situation was like completely over with, or is completely over with for you, but that there's still that part that makes me think this is coming back up and you're considering it. You're thinking about it here, but then I look at that and I think, one of the things that I say when it comes to Scorpio, if we're talking about relationships and being confused by other people, especially when they're like hiding things from you and you're trying to dig into the depths and find out, right? The ones that do that the most would be fire signs. Fire signs, I've always said, are going to be Scorpio's vice, because you're going to see them full of passion, you feel the energy coming off of them, and you're like, yes, pull me up out of the depths, take me with you, right? So it could be, looking at this, that you need to tap into that part of yourself that loves the fire, right? Wow, Scorp. Oh, yes, I'm telling you, in your environment, judgment, what the fuck is happening? Judgment in your environment. Damn, man. But with the moon being there, are you seeing it accurately, or are you only seeing what you want to see out of it? Because you're reviewing something that's over with death being there. But again, right? Like both of them scream resurrection, rebirth here. But there's not a lot of clarity on the intentions at all. Wow. Why though? Why? Why would you even entertain this? Which makes me wonder if you're not looking at that person and thinking, what do I get by being involved with them, right? But you're good. And I feel like, no matter what is happening here, it's like you may be reviewing a couple of different people, which is a possibility. You could be reviewing the thought here of ending a situation and having another one come back through. You know what I'm saying? But with the moon, you're not seeing things clearly. It's distorted here. But you're okay on your own looking at the Nine of Pentacles. Does it get to a point where it's like, I can't do this because I'm not seeing it, clearly or for what it is, then I'm just going to leave it alone, Wow. Okay. Oh my God. Your hopes and your fears, the Six of Cups. Do you want that to come back through? Do you want to have those past memories, those past experiences come back with possibly a person? Maybe. Right? But I also look at that and think you can't allow the past to hold you back though either. And I say that because of the moon. I mean, look at it, This situation is done. It's done. So why? Why is it coming back up? What is it about the past with possibly a person that, you want to experience again, but you're not seeing it clearly? You're like, and it's not like the Seven of Cups here. I really feel like you're totally in fantasy mode on this. But you still, like, I feel like you still understand that you don't see everything for what it is, but you're okay. Like, you're okay. Just like, you know what I get from this is that I think for you, reality will kill the fantasy. And I think you're okay with being with the fantasy right now, because I'm still looking at you going, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Right. But that's okay. Like, I can fantasize, right? Like, I can look and not touch, you know? Wow. What the fuck is going on with you guys? Holy shit. And then the Tower. What? Why? What I worry about here is if you're planning on doing something drastic, you may not be seeing it for what it is with the moon being there, right? And if you do this, you can't go back, you know? And with this and seeing the moon as the overall, you're not reviewing this accurately, right? You have everything that you need where you're at. Why would you do that? Well, maybe it's because there's something about this that you want to experience, right? But needing to be smart about what you do here. Oh my God. All right. Looking at the Three of Swords, if we are talking about a person from the past coming back through, there was heartbreak, there was separation, there was betrayal. Whatever the situation was, it wasn't good for you. Looking at death coming into the present moment, it would make sense that Scorpio would be like, no, it's done, it's over with, right? Go through the death cycle, let's be done with this. Why is it being resurrected? Why is it being brought back up, right? And then not knowing, not understanding here, and definitely going through some internal conflict. I feel like you're battling yourself looking at these two. Absolutely, right? You know, and again, there's like that not understanding, but still like fantasizing, wanting to experience something. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Now, this could be you doing this and going, fuck it, I'm going to follow my heart and let everything collapse around me. Or, you know, you're looking at something coming through that could like shock the shit out of you, drastically change things, right? Man, oh man, what are you doing? You know, I worry about it a little bit because you can't come back from this, you know? But then again, think about the Tower. Think about the description of the Tower. False foundation. Everything that you have built is not worthy of you. So there's a reason why that shows up. Other than drastic changes, shocking events, and shit like that. You know? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you test the waters on this. Now, for those of you who are single, retreat. Disconnect to reconnect. Now, absolutely, it could be that some of you are looking to retreat because it's like you're finding out that you both have the same feelings for each other. When you're looking at the Three of Wands, it's like, oh my God, I didn't know you felt that way. I feel that way too. Oh, you know, right? That's what that is to me. You know, because it's expressing how you feel, right? Finding out about how another person feels, like going, holy shit, I didn't know you felt that way about me, and wanting to just be alone with each other, with retreat. And looking at the Eight of Wands, things are going to move fast, right? But the thing is, it's enjoy the moment. You know, you don't need to force the relationship to take a higher level too quickly, right? Like, this is savoring the moment, enjoying each other. But because of the Eight of Wands, I think this is like, boom, all of a sudden it happens and you're like wrapped up. And you're just like, I just want to be alone with this person for a little bit. Which is awesome. Like, I don't see anything bad in that. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, right, the relationship may go to a higher level here, but when you're looking at the Four of Pentacles, this is somebody who's trying to get the passion back going in a relationship. You know, it's not forced, though, so it's not like the Four of Swords here, but there is a little bit of a disconnect, right? Because somebody is trying. The other person's like, you know, you got to try a little bit harder there, bud. You know what I mean? Especially if, you know, you're wanting the relationship to go to a higher level, or if they are, right? Like, somebody here needs to start putting in more effort. It's almost like it went a little bit too quick, maybe, for some of you, if you're progressing from this to this. But holy shit, Scorpio, I swear to God, you know, some of you, please, right? Like, because my thing is I'm old. My ship has sailed. Hell, my paddle boat sunk a long time ago, okay? Like, I like to live vicariously through others, right? So tell me what is happening. Tell me what you're doing here. Because this could be good or bad. It could be good or bad, right? Because I still look at that Three of Swords as the circumstances that happened before. You know, which would make sense why you're looking at judgment and death being connected. I mean, good Christ. But I think that you may be fighting yourself on this with the Five of Wands. You know, but then not only that, but if we're looking at the moon as the overall, if we're talking about the communication between you and another person, somebody isn't communicating right because you're not seeing it clearly. But with that Knight of Cups, like I said, it's either way here. It's either like you're going to be like, fuck it, I'm just going to do what I want, what I feel, let things fall the way they may. Or this is something coming through to you that's going to be like, what? Where the hell did this come from? But the thing is you still have the Nine of Pentacles there. So for me, you know, no matter how the situation plays out, looking at this, you may have like drastically changed your life based on something that wasn't very clear, but you're still okay. Like, you'll still be fine, right?